Hello, everybody. It is the middle of the week. It is Wednesday's House of Games, and what a week we are having already. At the end of the week, someone is walking away with this trophy, but we have no idea so far who that is going to be. What we do know is it's going to be one of these four people. Cariad Lloyd, Dennis Taylor, Yasmine Akram, and Geoff Norcott. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome, Cariad.
Hello.
Now, a win yesterday.
Yes.
The relief on your face.
Yeah, I know.
That win. You can relax for the rest of the week now a little?
No, keep the pressure up.
Foot down on the accelerator.
Yeah.
At all times.
Although I am tired today, so...
Oh, yeah, well, midweek.
Midweek slump, but yeah. Got to keep focused.
Exactly. It's like sort of reaching the quarterfinals of the World Championships in Sheffield.
Yeah,
You suddenly, there's that, you reach the point where you've got to get your reserves, Dennis.
Listen, if these girls were sports people, I'll tell you what, they'd be world champions without a doubt. Yeah.
Only I had any sporting
By which Dennis means he's lost to you both days.
Yeah.
That's essentially if you haven't been watching. That's what Dennis is saying. But a good point haul yesterday.
Yes, very pleased with yesterday, and I'm getting the hang of things and getting a little bit of confidence.
Working out the buzzers and all that kind of stuff.
Not too confident. It's hitting this buzzer before the girls. That's the thing.
Not going to happen, is it? Yasmine, our champion on Monday.
Yeah, fall from grace yesterday.
Yes, interesting that. But listen, we know you've got champions form. Let's take a look, Yasmine, at the weekly leaderboard as it stands. Dennis at the bottom there with 3. Yasmine and Geoff have 5 points each, and Cariad out the top there on 7. Geoff, shall we take a look at today's prizes?
Yes, please.
Because if you are to win today, you can take home one of these. Cariad took home a House of Games toolbox yesterday. Today you could take home the Piddy a cool bag, sparkling wine, I say wine, the dartboard, and, yep, that is a passport holder.
Ooh. Oh.
Like that.
That's a good one.
What would you go for if you were to win?
I did absolutely the dartboard. I think it's actually a brilliant design. I think you should be making money out of that. That's a great dartboard.
I love that you think I'm not making money out of it. Yasmine, what would you go for if you won?
I'd go for the passport holder.
Oh, thank you. Finally, we've got a lot of them to get rid of. Dennis?
Oh, I'll definitely have your onesie.
Lovely.
Sitting watching television.
You told us a hoodie.
Oh, it's a hoodie?
Oh.
Well, I'll have a onesie hoodie.
You'll have, let's go for the hoodie. Cariad?
Got to be a cool bag, practical.
Got to be a cool bag,
Got to be.
right?
You guys are crazy.
Right?
Yeah, come on.
Got to be a cool bag.
Got to be a cool bag.
Finally, your catchphrase comes into its own. Shall we play Wednesday's House of Games?
Yeah. Yes.
OK, wish you all the very best of luck. Our first round today is... King of the Jumble. Fingers on buzzers, please. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers are simply anagrams of each other.
OK.
OK? Best of luck at home. Here are your first 2 questions. What you've got in the title of a 1998 Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan film, and African country in which Timbuktu is located? That is Yasmine.
Mayo.
I need both answers.
Oh!
Do you remember? So it's good news is you don't lose a point, but I will still time you out. That is Cariad.
Mail and Marley.
Mail and Marley. Absolutely.
Oh, now I get it.
Now you get it.
Yeah.
It's often the first question that throws us.
I was very excited.
You got this is easy. Wow, you've got mail. Mail and Marley. Well done if you said that at home. Here's your next question. Seafaring thieves and political groupings in Parliament. Yes, Geoff.
Pirates and parties.
Same thing, right? Do you know what I mean? Same thing. I think it's the same thing, don't you?
You talk my language.
Yeah, that's right. Pirates and parties is the answer. Well done if you said that at home. Next 2. What is this? And surname of Highwayman Dick. Yes, Yasmine.
Turnip and Turpin.
Turnip and Turpin?
See, I got it now.
Well, yeah, now you've got it. Very well done. Fingers on buzzers, here are your next 2. Items of clothing not worn by all superheroes. And what the S stands for in TARDIS. Yes, Yasmine.
Capes and Scape.
Capes and Scape. It's incorrect, I'm afraid. Cariad.
Capes and Space.
Capes and Space.
Oh.
Capes and Space. I can't help thinking you got the harder one there. And I'll play Cariad. Next questions. What are these? And what are these? Yes, Geoff.
Pallets and plates.
Can't give it to you. I'm so sorry. You're very close. Cariad.
Pallets and L plates.
Pallets and L plates is the answer we were looking for. Sorry, Geoff. Next two. Pubococcygeal muscles that can be exercised in preparation for childbirth. And winners of the 2019-2020 Premier League. Cariad.
I don't know what the winners of the Premier League. Is it pelvic floor and something?
I'd need both, so we'll time you out. Now, what's Geoff?
Oh, see, now I've given it to Geoff.
Pelvic floor and Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll give you that. Pelvic floor, Liverpool FC. Yeah. But who knew that pelvic floor was an anagram of Liverpool FC?
yeah.
Now we do.
All of us now.
I guess we didn't need to know.
Yeah.
Final question in this round. Who is this? And what are these?
Oh.
You know,
I know one.
come on, everybody. Praise silence for Dennis Taylor.
Emily, Sandy.
Oh, look, Cariad knows the other one and not that one. They're like a French biscuit.
It's not Monday.
I wouldn't even get that. French biscuit.
It's like a girl. It's a girl's name.
Unbelievable.
Emily, Sandy.
If I played snooker, it'd be a very different result.
I'm still not going to get any.
Should we time you out, Dennis?
Yeah,
but I
please,
think
yeah.
you may have given it to Cariad.
Emily, Sandy and Madeline's.
Absolutely right. Emily Sanday, Madeline's. That's the end of that round.
Wow.
Let's take a look at what is done to the score. I'm so tempted to give you a point, Dennis, for getting Emily, but I can't.
Half a point. Give me half a point, Richard.
Do you know what I'll do? There'll be like an asterisk in my brain. OK, so I can't put half a point on there, but I will read out half a point every time I read it out.
That'll do for me.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the score.
Yeah, you did help me. I couldn't remember her name.
Dennis has half a point. Yasmine has 1. 2 points for Geoff. Cariad Lloyd, our early leader, with 4 points. Well played. She was not kidding about not taking her foot off the accelerator.
Wow.
Round 2 today is Totes Emoji. Now, it's a pairs game, which means the player in last place gets to choose their partner. We take a look with 0.5 points. It is Dennis. Dennis, who would you like to play with?
It's the All-Ireland team.
There we go.
There we go.
So, Dennis and Geoff, if you'll swap places, please. We've now had every combination this week.
Yeah.
3 days, we have Ireland versus the rest of the world. Now, in Totes Emoji, you did a little bit of homework before the show, and you all sent me the name of a quiz or game show, but you were only allowed to use emojis. What you're now going to have to do is decipher your partner's emojis, OK?
OK.
Cariad, we will start with you. Before the show, Geoff sent me the name of a quiz/game show, and he used these emojis. But which quiz/game show was he referring to? Oh.
Right?
Oh, OK. Like all these emoji ones, when you see it, you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think at home?
I thought this would be so easy.
But it's
That's not the pressure I should be putting on my teammate.
Yeah, because we all remember watching Fish Chat, don't we?
You going with Fish Chat?
Fish Chat, remember? Fish Chat, Fish Chat. Oh, no.
Tom O'Connor, wasn't it?
Oh! Catchphrase.
Oh, catchphrase, Geoff?
It is catchphrase.
Absolutely, well done. As I say, until you see it, it's impossible.
Yeah, yeah,
And
it's
then
like
when you
Fish
see
Chat.
it, yeah, very good catchphrase. Well, I don't know if you said that at home. Dennis, before the show, Yasmine sent me some emojis, which hopefully should lead you to the name of a quiz or game show.
Ooh.
Question mark.
Oh, yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
A question of sport.
Oh, very nicely done. Well played, Yasmine. Well played, Dennis. Well done if you've got that at home. Geoff, we move on to you.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh, 2BA.
Look, I was like, yes.
I thought I made you jump.
I was like, you got it, because I was thinking...
Genius.
Very well done. Who
I was worried
to be a millionaire?
I was worried at first by the length of it.
Yeah. But I had to put more to make you think millionaire. I couldn't just put one.
Dennis, you're a big emoji user?
Not very much. Not
Very much. You and John Virgo are not
Just the basic ones, you know, the smiley face.
Okay, I
I
gotcha.
use that a lot. Smiley face. Yeah.
The good news for Yasmine is
Yeah.
before the show, you had to use emojis to suggest the name of a quiz or game show, and this is what you came up with.
Can I give a little clue as well?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's very much the little clue
Is
you
that the
were.
clue? Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I
I'm afraid. Dennis,
couldn't find a bicycle
work
with
here
one
is
wheel.
Have you got this at home?
Did you get that?
You got this one?
clue?
No.
I should have put something in between that
Dennis.
as well.
Dennis, listen. At some point, I'm going to have to deduct points.
Wheel of
And
Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, Dennis.
I did. Yes. I
Oh, well played. Very nice.
Good
Wheel of
work.
Fortune.
I was so aware that I
good.
was the last person and everyone else had gotten theirs right, so that was pressure. I'm glad that...
But,
quite nerve-wracking.
you're also thinking, oh, what if this is just absolute nonsense? And we knew we should have trusted Taylor. Absolutely. Wheel of Fortune. Well played, Yasmine. Well played. Dennis, well played at home. If you got all 4 of those, that's the end of that round. So, Dennis and Geoff, if you'll swap back places, please. Successful round for everyone there. I think that was Ireland 2, the rest of the world 2, wasn't it? Which means it's done absolutely nothing to our leaderboard. But let's look at it anyway, shall we? Because everyone just have 2 more points. Here's how we stand. 2 rounds into Wednesday's House of Games. Dennis Taylor has 2.5 points. Yasmine has 3 points. Geoff has 4. Cariad Lloyd, yesterday's winner, is today's leader, 6 points. Well played, Cariad. 3 rounds to go. Round 3 today is... Win when they're singing. You know how this works at home. Get your stopwatches ready. Get the stopwatch on your phone out. What we're going to do here, OK, is you're going to hear the first few bars of the introduction of a song. We will then silence that music. You have to keep playing along in your head and press your buzzer the moment you think the first word is sung in that song. And at home as well, press your stopwatch when you think the first word is going to be sung. Everyone at home, start your stopwatches now. You in, Dennis?
No.
Still going? There we go. So
sorry.
Yasmine went very early. Cariad went a little bit after. Let's take a look at the timings.
Panicked a bit.
So it's Get Lucky
Yeah.
by Daft Punk. Yasmine, you went just under 7 seconds. Up to Dennis, who forgot to press his buzzer and went up to 25 seconds. But if that's the time, you're going to get yourself a point.
Yeah, it's quite late.
What time have you got at home? Shall we have a little listen and see
too
who's
early.
won a point? Goes round again.
Yeah, I was too early.
Looking good for Geoff and Dennis.
Forgot that it went round again. Oh, Geoff.
Geoff,
Good
absolutely
work.
well done. Geoff Norcott wins himself a point. 14.86. Very well done if you're close to that one at home. Should we do another one? Mm-hmm. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. Fingers on stopwatches at home. And start your stopwatch now. Everyone went very close there. Dennis, like the professional sportsman he is, works out just to press the buzzer straight after somebody else.
In between the girls.
What harm can you do if you do that, Dennis? Do you know what I mean? We have all the time in the world, Louis Armstrong, and here are your times. Just under 2 seconds between the lot of you. Yasmine, 9, Cariad, 11 there. What have you got at home on that stopwatch? Shall we take a little listen and see who's won themselves a point?
Oh, yeah.
Yasmine, within a tenth of a second.
Wow.
Very well played. 9.56. Very well done. Very few people would have got closer at home, but very well done if you did. Final one. Fingers on buzzers one more time. Reset your stopwatch at home and start your stopwatch now. A few extra seconds at home. And that was...
Jump, jump.
Jumped by the Pointer Sisters. And let's take a look at the timings. They were very close again. Cariad up to Yasmine. And again, within a second and a half there, pretty much. What do you think at home? What number have you got on that stopwatch? Let's take a little listen and see who's won the final point of the round.
Oh, that's what I was hearing. That.
On it goes. Whoa. Blimey, 21.
I was remembering the sax coming in, that bit.
Why didn't I forget to press my buzzer again?
Yeah, you're fine.
I know,
the
you'd have
first
won
time,
then, wouldn't
yeah.
you? You've been laughing. Yasmine, you get the final point of that round. Good round for you. Let's take a look at what it's done to the scores.
I didn't do well there.
2 rounds to go, and this is how we're looking. Dennis with 2.5 points still. Very, very close up the top.
Feeling that, Cariad?
Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure.
That really is close, isn't it? Geoff and Yasmine have 5 points. Cariad has 6 points.
Yeah. I got smug and now they've decided to come back to get me.
2 rounds to go. Your next round is... I am not a robot. I am not a robot. This is based on those things, you know, on the computer where you have to prove you're a real human being by spotting where there are traffic lights or crossing signs, and it's always impossible. So, Cariad, if you take your tablet out, you need to prove you're not a robot, essentially, and you do it using this picture. And to prove you're not a robot, please point to every square which contains a piece of sports equipment used competitively at the Rio 2016 Olympics.
Can I swap my tablet with Dennis and then I'll answer his question?
I think maybe it's not the tablets that are changing.
Used competitively at the Rio... OK.
Yeah, so which sports, essentially, were played at the Olympics?
OK, that one. They definitely play the old ping pong. I think they play golf. They play badminton. They don't play cricket. I think they play, softball, do they? Oh, Dennis, do they play snooker?
You can choose to help it. I mean, you know, she's winning.
Yeah, only by 1 point. OK, I'm going to do that.
So you're going to go baseball/softball
Yeah,
as well.
I don't think snooker is in the Olympics.
What do you think at home? Do we think Cariad is a robot or not a robot? So let's find out. Is Cariad a real human being? He is not, I'm afraid.
You're a robot, Cariad.
You were doing so well. Badminton, golf and table tennis, you're quite right, but no snooker, no baseball or softball, and no cricket. Well done if you got that at home. Dennis, I wonder if you take your tablet out, please, and prove if you're not a robot. Here is your picture, and what we need you to do. Please press every square that contains a tom.
A tom?
Every square that contains a tom, yes.
See, we'd swapped iPads. I could help you now.
Yeah.
I used to have a drum kit as well, but I still don't know what the tom...
What do you think at home on this one? Any drummers out there?
I'm going to hit all the squares by the look of it.
One of them will be right.
Yeah. You hit all of
What's
them.
a tom? Can I change it before I lock in?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right, let's see, I'm going to go again. I'm all over the place here.
And lock in when you're happy, Dennis. I say happy.
I'm not happy, but I'm locking in. I'm locking in unhappy.
Lock in when you want your agony to end.
Yeah. The agony has ended.
There we go. So Dennis going up the sides there. What do you think at home on this one? Do you agree? So let's find out, is Dennis a real human being?
I'm a robot.
He's a robot. Yeah, you've got the two above the bass drum there, and you've got the floor tom as well. So those are the three toms in that picture.
So which is the tom? The little
It's
stand?
the two drums above the bass drum.
Those ones.
And the floor one. Yasmine,
Okay.
I wonder if you are a robot. There's literally only one way to find out.
Okay.
If you take your tablet out, please. And I wonder if you would point to every animal there that represents a year in the Chinese calendar.
Okay.
And lock in when you're happy. What do you think at home on this one?
I'm feeling panda, but should I choose panda?
That sounded like a mystical proverb.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe there is. I don't believe there is a panda. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
So you're happy. What do you think at home? You agree or disagree here with Yasmine? Let's find out. Is Yasmine a real human being?
Yeah.
She is. Very well done.
I knew I was.
Absolutely right. Tiger, horse, and dog. Very nicely done. I can see why you're in Sherlock now. Absolute focus.
Yeah.
Geoff, are you a robot? I mean, it would explain a lot.
It would.
Would it not?
There'd be a couple of malfunctions, let's be honest.
Yeah. Here's your picture. And please press on every item that is a weapon in the traditional version of the board game Cluedo.
Yeah. Struggling.
Dennis, you gave the same sound that I thought there, which is, I could do this one. I know Cluedo.
I knew the Chinese New Year. Awesome.
We didn't play this game as a family. More Monopoly.
No, you played Monopoly.
Yeah,
That's a long game.
it was a long game and a big metaphor.
Oh, yeah, and then some. Well, Cluedo. I mean, if Cluedo's a metaphor for your family, then your family's in trouble.
Yeah, I'd rather have the Monopoly one,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Really not sure on these other three. This is a guess. I don't think these are right.
Happy, Geoff?
No.
So you're locked in, so you're going with the rope, the iron, the rolling pin, and the candlestick. Is Geoff a real human being, or is Geoff a robot? Let's find out. He is a robot. There's only two there, just the rope and the candlestick.
Not round my way. You
Oh, yeah.
could use that iron. There's a lot of things you could do with a phone.
Rolling
to be
pin.
honest.
And the picture on the top right for our younger viewers, that is a telephone. That is a telephone.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. That's the end of that round. We only have one round to go on Wednesday's House of Games. We've had two different champions this week, Yasmine and Cariad. Are we going to get our third? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. It looks a lot like this.
Oh.
Dennis with 2.5. Geoff has 5, and our two champions of the week are absolutely neck and neck, 6 points each, Cariad and Yasmine. It's exciting. Geoff just 1 point behind. Dennis just 3.5 points behind.
Yeah.
It's all to play for as we play. Answer smash, fingers on buzzers, everybody. A point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Everybody is within 4 points of it, or 3.5 points of each other. So it's anybody's game. Your first category is craft supplies. OK, it's
Wow.
about time, isn't it? We've had to wait till Wednesday to get to craft supplies.
Now I'm confident.
Yeah, and suddenly everyone's flexing a little bit, aren't they? Yeah. There'll be a clue and there'll be a picture underneath. Please smash them together. In the human body, by what name is the trachea also commonly known? Yes, Cariad.
Windpipe cleaners.
Windpipe cleaners? She's got it. Well done. Windpipe cleaners, windpipe cleaners. Next clue, next picture. Which Irish-American hip-hop group had a 1993 UK top 10 hit with Jump Around? Yes, Geoff.
House of Paint.
Oh.
House of Paint? Absolutely, House of Paint. Well done. House of Pain and Paint is House of Paint.
Should have known that. It's going to get me in trouble.
Next clue, next picture. Which Irish stand-up comedian is the creator and star of the TV series This Way Up? That is Cariad.
Aisling Beads.
Aisling Beads? Absolutely right. Aisling B, indeed.
I'd
Aisling
say
B.
that's the second answer that's involved someone Cariad's friends with. This is well dodgy.
Weird. What, you've never worked with Aisling B?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
she's not your friend, right?
We're not as close as we were.
Here's your next category. Comedians.
OK.
Those would be the... Any objections here, Geoff? Those will be the pictures. There'll be a clue above. Who played Pauline Fowler in EastEnders? Yes, Yasmine.
Wendy Richard Pryor.
Wendy Richard Pryor. Absolutely right. It's getting very close at the top of that leaderboard. Wendy Richard and Richard Pryor. Next clue, next comedian. Which Australian landmark is sometimes nicknamed the coat hanger? Yes, Cariad.
Sydney Bridget Christie.
Sydney Bridget Christie. I can't give it to you. I'm not going to take a point off, but I can't give it to you. It's not Sydney, but I won't take a point off because it's close, very close to anyone. Yasmine.
Sydney Harbour Bridget Christie.
Sydney Harbour Bridget Christie is the answer I was looking for, absolutely.
Thanks for setting me off.
Sydney
That is
Bridget
harsh.
Christie.
That is harsh.
I know, I didn't take a point off.
No, you did that.
Didn't take a
I
point off.
appreciate that, Brit.
Next clue, next comedian. In 2016, Sadiq Khan was elected to which civic post? Yes, Cariad.
Mayor of London Hughes.
The Mayor of London Hughes. Absolutely right, Mayor of London and London Hughes. Well played, Cariad. Next category. Oh, that was close.
Gonna be close.
That was close.
I think I just sneaked it.
So on Monday, our champion was Yasmine. On Tuesday, our champion was Cariad. Who is our champion on Wednesday? By 1 point, it is Cariad. Well played. Well played. Oh, if I had taken up, I couldn't take a point off for Sydney Bridget. I just
so
could. I would never.
You
I would
could,
Never do it.
you
I
could.
don't. You know what? A 2-point swing on that, especially when you immediately just nicked her answer.
Yeah.
I think I would have felt.
I just wanted the passport holder.
Cariad, you've won yourself a prize. Do something nice for yourself.
Yeah.
You got the hoodie, you have got the dartboard, the sparkling wine, the passport holder, and the cool bag. Everyone loves a cool bag.
Everyone loves a cool bag. We'll have a cool bag and go on a picnic.
Oh,
take a
lovely.
cool bag.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So, Cariad Lloyd wins the House of Games cool bag. Well played, Cariad. And let's take a look at our weekly leaderboard. 3 shows down. We've got 2 days to go. Dennis, you have 4.5. Geoff, you got 7. Yasmine with 8. Cariad, 3-point lead on 11. Interesting. 2 shows to go. Don't forget, we've also got double points Friday.
Oh.
Which is big changes on Fridays usually. It's a good day to win. Will you all do me the great honour of coming back tomorrow? I would love that. We'll see you here, same time, same place. We'll see you as well, same time, same place, on the House of Games.
My daughter will use this as a lunchbox, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? OK, I might bring her school
Yeah.
just to warn them.
I think she'll be happy with that.
Yes, love it. Which child wouldn't love that?